Hey, we got some cute pups on this Sunday morning, starting first with Muggsy McGee from Shannon, who's celebrating St. Patrick's Day a little bit early. Very cute. We've got Georgia and Charlie, who are ready for summer. We did spring forward overnight into this morning, and they're skipping spring altogether. They're ready for the beach vacation, aren't we all? And then Graham, that's a little more like how I feel this morning, losing an hour of sleep. I'm ready to snuggle up on the couch, but we do have a beautiful forecast ahead of us. Our temperatures today back close to 50 degrees. We will get some clouds in the mix this afternoon as a brief disturbance moves to our north. So it's going to send us some cloud cover, but it also picks back up that breezy wind, which we are all watching considering the fires burning on Long Island. So I'll let you know what the fire threat is for today, when the wind backs off, and when we really warm up in the full AccuWeather forecast coming up. It's 56, so that'll feel good later this evening. As for this morning, it's chilly, 20s and 30s across the tri-state. We're sub-freezing in Bridgeport and Islip, each at 31. We're at 25 in Newburgh and Morristown, 37 out east in Montauk, 28 in Poughkeepsie. All eyes are on the wind, which is calm this morning, as expected. But there's a weak disturbance passing to our north as we move into this afternoon. It'll send us a few clouds, but it also picks up the breeze. So you will notice that breeze picking up as we move toward midday, with our gust speeds 30 to 35 miles per hour today. That is not quite as intense as the 40-mile-per-hour gust that we saw yesterday, but it still is going to bring a noticeable breeze. Now, looking at West Hampton specifically, which is where those brush fires are a concern, gusts right around 30 miles per hour as we move toward 2, 3 o'clock. So that is windy enough that it can create a difficult time for firefighters as they're trying to contain these fires. But again, it's not going to be quite as intense and blustery as it was yesterday. We're also watching the relative humidity, which is a little bit better than where it was sitting yesterday. It's still dry enough out there in spots that it's a concern, but again, not quite as significant as yesterday. Smoke is another thing that we're watching. Air quality looks good across the board this morning, but just with wind out of the west and eventually more of a southerly component, the North Fork could get a little smoke aimed at it as we move into this afternoon, and generally anything east of about West Hampton, so over through Quogue, over through Hampton Bays, Southampton, East Hampton, Montauk, and then up through the North Fork through Southold and Orient. All could see some smoke at times this afternoon given the wind direction. So just keep that in mind. But this morning we can no longer see the smoke registering on radar like we did yesterday, and satellite looks clear. But you can also see just a little bit of that disturbance passing to our north. It brings us a few clouds today. It'll whip up the wind, and then the clouds clear out ahead of sunset tonight, and the wind weakens as we move into tomorrow. Temperatures are cold this morning, 20s and 30s, but highs are a few degrees warmer than yesterday. You see that disturbance here, so a few clouds, breezy wind, high close to 50. It's also picking up on a few spot showers, but the air at the surface is very dry, so I bet a lot of that actually evaporates before reaching the ground. Clouds clear back out shortly before sunset, so we'll get a little more sunshine as we move toward this evening. And our overnight lows into tomorrow morning are noticeably milder. We're starting tomorrow in the 30s and low 40s versus 20s and 30s of today. And check out tomorrow's high temperatures. Sunny skies and a high close to 60 for your Monday. That's a big bump in temp compared to today. Today we're landing close to 50. So you see a sunny start and cold. Clouds move in this afternoon as a breezy wind picks up. Highs today close to 50. So is the fire danger elevated given that it's breezy and dry? Yes, but not quite as high as it was yesterday. That being said, be safe, be smart. No outdoor burning recommended today. Tonight, a clear sky, not quite as cold as the breeze relaxes. And then check out tomorrow, just spectacular conditions. We're talking mostly sunny skies, highs in the low 60s, and less breezy for your Monday. If that